Hey, you guys. Hey, hey, hey. All right, we're going to get started in just a minute. Hey, let me see. Go. Okay. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Got a horrible headache, but I'm okay. How are
Sorry about the questions. I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're fine. All right. So we going to jump right into it.
All right.
So, everyone who is hopping on, drop where you are tuning in from. And welcome to episode 3. I'm going to introduce myself if this is y'all's first time coming on. My name is Lydia Hayes. I'm a realtor here in Huntsville, Alabama. And my beautiful co-host, I'll let her introduce herself as well.
Hi, I'm Cassandra from California, close to San Francisco. For those who don't know, it's Fairfield, California, which is about maybe 20, 30 minutes from San Francisco to give you guys a landmark there.
Yes. And I've been doing this since July of last year. And Cassandra, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, 30 years now. So
Yes.
actually, June will be my 31st year, June the 18th, I believe. Yes.
Yes, so y'all have a mix of a fresh new agent and a seasoned agent. So I'm super, super excited. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to get the questions up for you guys. So, episode 3, the very first question that we have: what is the difference between real estate agents and real estate brokers? So, agents are licensed to help people buy and sell real estate, and they're paid commission when the deal is completed. The agent represents either the buyer or the seller, and a real estate agent must work for a sponsoring broker. So, as a real estate agent, you can't just you can't just be free will, all of that. You have to have a broker. And real estate brokers, they do the same job as an agent, but they're licensed to work independently and may employ agents. So you guys are seeing this firsthand. Me, a real estate agent, Cassandra, a real estate broker. Brokers are paid for commission, but they also get a cut in the commission of agents who work for them. Brokers have additional training that they have to do and licensing, but they can work independently and hire other real estate agents to work for them.
Yes, and
Oh,
actually, when I first started out, though, I was an agent for a little while. And one of the things that motivated me to go ahead and become a broker and even as a broker, you can become a broker if you have a degree. You can become a broker right away. If you don't, you are required to work in the field for a number of years and then, take your test to become a broker. I love being a broker because I can employ agents, and on the money side of it, it's great because, like Lydia said, you can hire the agents, and you do have a percentage of what they bring in. And a lot of times, agents do a split. It may be the broker gets 40% and give I'm sorry, the broker gets 40% and give the agent 60%, or sometimes it's a 50-50 split. And so that's just something that you work out with your broker. And the longer that you're in the business, I think it does make it more, give you more power for negotiable on the commission split.
yes. And I was going to tell you some of the comments, and I'm going to remove the comments in just a minute, you guys. And I would love if you guys put your questions in the comments, but they told you congratulations on your 30 plus years and mine on my almost a year. And thanks for the knowledge.
Thank
So
you.
put your questions in the comment, in the question box, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and remove the comments. There we go. Now we can see your beautiful face. All right. So we're going to hop right into question number 2, you guys. And that's why I want you guys to put your questions in the question thing so we can answer them live as well. All right. Question number 2 says, what are the requirements to to be a real estate broker in California? And this was asked by your
Yeah.
nephew. So if you want to go ahead and take it, or do you want me to read it? And then you.
You go ahead and read it, and I'll just
Okay.
kind of kick in. But my nephew came to me, and he saw the show, and he wanted to ask what this question is. So it's kind of a little emotional for me. So I'll let you answer it.
Read it. Okay. So to become a licensed real estate broker in the state of California, you must be at least 18, and that's pretty much any state. You must be 18 to become a real estate agent and then also a broker. Have your social security number or an individual taxpayer ID. Have proof that you've completed at least 8 college level courses in the subject matter and have 2 years of full-time licensed salesperson. So you must be a real estate agent salesperson for at least 2 years first before you become a broker. And you can go ahead and
Yes.
add any.
Um, my nephew has been really trying to, you guys, he's young and he's really been trying to get into real estate. And on the investment side, he's interested in purchasing property as far as apartment building. And this would be, I think, his first building. And so he's asked a lot of questions. He has questions every week for me, but I have to kind of spread them out. But I'm really proud to see a lot of my young family members. I have another nephew in Texas, bought a house there in Texas. Although I'm not licensed in Texas, I did refer him to an agent there. And then, of course, he did take the advice that I gave him regarding inspections, y'all. So yeah, so it's really emotional for me to see my young folks in my family to start just getting in the real estate business and learning the assets of it, the good, the bad, and all of that.
That has to feel really good to be like, hey, I want to be like you, Auntie.
Yes,
So
yes,
kudos to
yes,
you for inspiring so many others. I had a young lady do the same thing. Her daughter is graduating from high school, and she wants me to mentor her on becoming an agent. So yeah, I have to remember too. Let's make sure she's 18 first.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm excited because it is a wonderful field to go into. I love the flexibility. I love being able to take my daughter on these home tours,
yeah.
and it's
And then and they're learning young what home ownership, what investing is, and you never know what might become out of that. But they're learning young, and that's what I like. I wasn't that young when I bought my first condo. I was kind of in my late 30s, and so I almost maybe 40. So I think that the younger that we can, get everyone started in this and learn what it's about, I think it's great, and I think it'll take them a long ways. And early retirement and all of that. So yeah,
exactly. And that's what I'm excited about, being able to help the younger folks invest, even if it's just in themselves,
yeah,
and learn something new, a new skill that they could just do wonders with. So
exactly,
I absolutely love that.
exactly, Lydia. Yes.
All right. So we are on question number
Great.
3. Are there any crucial questions you should ask an agent before hiring one? So, the first thing you definitely want to ask your agent before hiring is what neighborhoods do they specialize in. So, your agent should be well acquainted with the areas you are interested in. Therefore, search for someone who can rattle off key info about the desired neighborhoods. In particular, they should be very knowledgeable about the current home prices in that area also, both the listing and the final sales numbers. And then this one is a two-part question. How long does it typically take buyers you have worked with to find and purchase a home? So even in the buyer's market, buying a home takes time. So I want you guys to know that you have to give yourself patience during this home buying process. It's not something that, hey, you see a house, the very next day is yours. I've had lenders tell me they can get the process closed from offer to closing. And it's little, I think the shortest time has been 2 weeks, but on average, I'm about to tell you guys, it's about 30 to 60 days. So, um, even in a buyer's market, like I told you guys, it takes a little time. So, and it's because the houses in general, it takes between 30 to 60 days to shop for a home and between 14 to 60 days to go from contract to close. So these numbers do vary depending on that person, the area, and so forth. And it's imperative that you have a handle on how long it will take you. Yet you don't also want your agent to drag their feet unnecessarily. Yeah,
Yes, and
take
I
extra.
would like to make a comment on that one. So in the real estate, I've only had a 10-day close being my fastest close, and that was an all cash transaction because it takes a little time to pull the preliminary title report. As you know, if you're going to be doing inspections, it takes a little time to order the inspection. It takes a little time to get the inspection report back. So as an investor buying the property as is, all cash, a lot of those items are waived. They are waived, so you don't have to go through those dates waiting for different things. So that's been the earliest that I've ever closed a transaction,
That,
10 days. The
that is
longest,
amazing.
yeah, the longest have been about 2 months. Probate, I've had some probate deals that take a little time because you're dealing with maybe someone that's an administrative over the transaction, or you're going through the court process. So you're waiting for responses from someone else other than just the owner of the house themselves. So, yeah. And the other thing too is to speaking on the agent dragging their feet, you want to make sure that you have an agent that's really working, because really time is of essence, because you got fees that will pop up during this transaction, and in some
Deadlines.
loans, yes, and deadlines in some loans, if you don't close, especially with new developments, if you don't close them by certain days here in California and probably in Alabama, you're charged a fee every day that you are going past the date that you should be have closed the transaction. So you want to make sure that your agent is out there paving the ground for you.
Exactly. So the next question says, how many FHA loans can you have? Good question. So many people wonder if it's possible to have more than one FHA loan at a time. As a general rule, the FHA prefers individuals to have only one FHA loan at a time. However, you can get a second FHA loan if you get a new job, move at least 100 miles away, increase your family size, or co-sign for someone else's FHA loan. FHA loans are designed to help people become homeowners. They are backed by the Federal Housing Administration, and most people always thought that stands for first time home buyer or whatever, but they are typically you do see first time home buyers take out an FHA because the rates are low.
Rates.
Yeah, the rates are lower, which makes them less risky for lenders. With this backing, a lender can offer loans to people who might not qualify for traditional loans. Exceptions to multiple FHA loans restrictions are relocating, like we just said, when your work moves, divorce or starting fresh, increasing your family size, space for everyone, and co-signing to help others.
Yeah. Exactly. FHA loans are really great. A lot of first-time home buyers will utilize that loan, and it is what it does. It's there to help you. You're able to get assistance with the closing costs. You're able to ask for assistance with the closing cost. And one thing about FHA loans that I love, the house that's being sold has to be in a great condition in order for FHA to approve
Yeah,
it. And that's great because then you buy a home that's in good condition where you it's move-in ready pretty much, and you're not having to do a lot of electrical work or plumbing work or those type of things like that. Not to say that you can't do those things and get an FHA loan. There are just some things are required that you would have to do, the seller, before that transaction would close, and have to be inspected by an FHA inspector.
yeah. Because I've had a client that this was actually a little different loan, though it was VA. Certain loans do require certain things, especially if it's a health and safety concern when you get an inspection. If it's something that is not up to par, then it will be denied. So certain loans require certain things. So the next question says, how do we feel if it is important as a potential client? Um, Oh, no, I'm sorry. The question says, how many clients are we currently working with? So For me, I currently have a client that's under contract selling their home and they're also buying a home. And I have a bunch of clients in the early stages. We're still looking for homes, and a few of them are waiting for their leases to end on their current development.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
I myself have I have three. I have a listing that's here in California, San Pablo, and it is a two-bedroom, two-bath condo. And that will actually be having an open house this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's going for 355,000. I do have a buyer that I'm working with, and he's an investor. We made an offer on a house for 800. So we're waiting to give a yay or nay. I'm feeling positive about it. It does require some fixing up. So hopefully I will be able to resell for them, the investors, after they've done the work to it, which I love those kind of deals because you get familiar with the house and you're familiar with the whole project, right?
yeah,
And yes, so I really love those. And then I have one person that's been looking, but not looking on a consistent basis. So I flow with their flow. If they want to look on a certain weekend or a certain day, I gather up homes for us to tour. If not, I don't pressure them too much. I will send them things that I think that they may like, and if they're interested in seeing it, I set something up. So I just kind of move like they move. So I have three deals right now.
okay, great. I'm gonna turn on the questions real quick and see if we are.
Before we do the questions,
Okay.
Lydia, one thing I just want to say, you guys, I tell you, this
Oh
IG
yeah.
stuff is the business, you guys,
It,
and I'm not that savvy with it. So Lydia has to help me. But anyway, a lady, Miss Nadine, approached me today, and she's seen our show, and she asked me about speaking about insurance, homeowners insurance, that she's concerned with that here in California. It has been difficult or challenging to get some real estate companies to write new insurance policies on home. And a lot of that, I think, is based on the climate. It's based on fires and things like that. That has either um, stopped insurance companies from writing so many policies, or either they've gotten out of writing the new policies altogether. So there is some challenge to looking for insurance companies to write new policies, but they are available and they are out there.
exactly. I feel the same way with Alabama. We don't have that issue though with the fires or storms. But yeah, I know it's available. I know it's out there. You definitely always want to check around so that way you can get the best price.
Yes.
And so and it's so crazy. So today someone called me from TikTok and said that they had saw some of our live streams and was so I was like, okay, I gotta go live on TikTok more often because I don't go live on there enough. So I'm live right now on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm gonna turn on the commenting and then I'm going to see how to check the question box real quick. Okay, so hey Instagram, we are back with the comments on. So drop any questions. And let me see TikTok. Y'all are live on here. We are talking about Let's Get Real Estate. Any questions you have about real estate investing, let us know what you have. I'm gonna let y'all see. Look, I have it live on my computer so they can kind of see you a little bit. So let me know in TikTok if you guys have any questions because look, I was encouraged today to go live more often on here as well because y'all follow me on these platforms and y'all are interested. He's actually the guy who called me. He's in Texas, so I'm looking for him. I have a referral partner that I have to call right after this to get them connected to find him a home. But it was so amazing that we have social media to be able to connect with people all over the world.
Exactly.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna turn these comments back off because I just want to see your face. All right.
Lydia, do you have, I've been starting to compile a list of agents with different states so that if I ever get clients, potential clients that's wanting to relocate, that I have someone that I can at least hook them up with. And I've been doing that. Have you been doing that too?
I do have a list of a few agents. Like well, you know that I'm still new, so I don't have an extensive list.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have a small list,
Okay.
and I'm learning to our system because I'm still in training because I just switched. So we have a system where you can go in and you can see the agents because we have offices all over with Keller Williams. So they have it to where you can go in, put the area that you want to find a home for your client in, and then you can see how many homes that agent has sold.
Yes.
You can see all of their like accolades or
Yes.
what have you. So then you can pick a referral person from there. You get to
Okay.
call them, do an interview with them to see how you like that person. And typically, I'm always told to pick about 3 people, call them, whoever answers you first, of
Yeah.
course, go ahead and do an interview right then and there. If they call you back, then do the interview. If they never call you back, then they're not even an option.
Right, right, exactly. Yeah, some states, Arkansas, like I mentioned, Texas, Atlanta. Some towns that I've worked with, or I've had family members in those towns, and then I developed a relationship. I do have, but I've been reaching out more, speaking with people in other states, just to kind of have a. I've even sent cards out, just introducing myself to some different agencies. Of course, the larger ones like Keller Williams, Caldwell Banker, things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's been amazing because you develop those relationships and you now have a business partner that you can both help each other grow and make money together.
I've
So,
been doing that
absolutely.
with title companies too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
yeah, today I had a business lunch with a title company, and she showed me just a simplified way to do a net sheet and an estimated closing cost because I have to do both for my buyer and sellers,
Sellers.
and I'm getting all that together. And it was just like you were right on time. I was like, look at God,
Yeah.
because that was it was, and I showed her too. It was on my checklist of things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Create
Mm-hmm.
net the
Right.
create my net sheet.
Right, right. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. I've been doing that with some title companies too. And it's funny because Duma is one of them that I sent. And it's funny because I'm also a licensed loan signing agent here in California where I can sign loans, people that buy homes, and uh, the title company sends me out to sign their loan. I just can't do any of my own, but I do sign loans, and I'm a notary. And so just to even be able to get into their system, some title companies require certain things, such as a higher insurance that I have to carry, insurance bond that I have to carry to be
Is it
able
you
to,
know?
yes, mhm,
Oh,
yes, to work with them. So I've done that. And so I've been able to kind of get associated with some other title companies. Yeah.
that's pretty amazing. Yeah, the lady I spoke with today said she can actually help me host my open house that I have.
Oh, from a title company? Oh,
She can
great.
help me host it. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. I'm used to lenders
Yeah.
coming out to help me
Yeah.
support, but she said she would be glad to too. So I'm excited, and I'll go ahead and promote my 2 open houses. I have one coming up on Saturday. So for anyone in the Alabama area, if you're watching on Instagram, TikTok, I have one in Athens, Alabama, Saturday, May the 31st. And then I'll have one in Madison, Alabama, that Sunday, the very next day, June the 1st, 12 o'clock on Saturday. And on Sunday, I'm gonna do 12 as well. I gotta get everything set up for that
Mhm.
one. That'll be my newly listed. It's going to be coming soon. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, um, around 320. So I'm excited
Awesome.
for both of those open houses.
Awesome.
So if you
Awesome.
guys don't have any other questions, we can end it. Well, I do want to ask you this: what advice would you give a brand new agent?
Oh, a brand new agent. The best advice I can really give you, if you really have the passion for real estate, and hang in there. There may seem to be that deals are not coming as fast, or they're not coming as smoothly. and you get deals that are very complicated, can be complicated. But I tell you, Lydia, those are the ones you learn from. As I mentioned before, my very first one, the broker I had at the time just kind of threw me out there and told me, if you got some questions, call me. Otherwise, figure it out. So, yeah, so you learn from them, and that hands-on learning is the best learning. You'll never forget it. You'll never have to think twice about it. It's embedded. So you just hang in there. They will come, and before you know it, people will start referring you
Yep.
because you're such a
Everyone.
beautiful agent. They'll start referring you. People will start calling you, and you're like, "Who referred?" So just give it a little time. It will pick up, and it gets better. It gets smoother. Gets easier, and you have your peaks and your seasons, but for the most part. And the second part to it is, save that money, girl, because you got to stretch it out for those times where you don't have a deal coming right away. So yeah, because it's gonna
Exactly.
look
That's what I was
good.
going to say. So
It
what I,
looks good, and you think you can go buy this and this, all those things that you love, but save that money.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I've learned too. So the same advice for new agents, stick with it because it always has its season. So you will have your ups and you will have your down season. That doesn't mean like, oh, it's not working. What I was doing wasn't
Right.
working. And your number one thing is you want to lead generate every single day.
Yes.
Even if you do want to take maybe a Sunday off, but I would say at least every day that you do decide that you are working, lead generate. That's going to be your most important thing, because that's going to help you, especially in your down season, because it comes
Right.
in season. So always lead generate,
Amazing.
stay disciplined, stay true to it. Find your niche. So if it's something that you like, I'm absolutely in love with new construction, and I love doing the home buying seminars for new construction, just helping especially my first time home buyers learn the process, because it's so cool to see them just go through and just
And save
be excited.
every document to your transactions, even notes that you might jot down that you think, oh, the deal's over with, I don't need this note. Save.
Save it.
I save every, even if I wrote it on a piece of tissue or something, I save it in those.
Your sound went out. Can you hear me, Cassandra? I don't know why her sound. Hey, your sound is out. Oh, there you go. You went on mute for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you have to hold on to your records for a number of years with DRE. So DRE is Department of Real Estate. You guys, I'm sorry, I use a lot of acronyms, but you want to save every document that you write on, because or write about your transaction, because if anything ever happens, those documents, whether they're wrote on the outside of your folders, whether they're wrote on anything, they are important.
Exactly.
So yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, we will wrap this
Oh,
up. Thank you guys.
somebody is sending me a question. Wait a minute, you guys. Uh-oh.
And I'm going to turn on comments to see if we've missed any.
Calling
Hey,
me from there.
hey, Denisha. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Keith. Hey, you guys. Give y'all a quick little shout out. Thank y'all for tuning in
Yeah, I don't.
to episode 3. Next week is episode 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to get it. They must either be sending it to my
Email or text.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll answer. We'll get it for next show. Our
Next
next. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Episode 4 will answer
Yes.
that one. So make sure you guys before next Wednesday, our next show, get those questions in so we can go ahead and get you answers. Sunshine said, thank you so much. Gotta get off here. Okay, love you guys, and thank y'all for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
All right.